Why do we keep rewarding companies that do the bare minimum?
Oh,
Is my
damn.
question.
Oh, damn. All right, so that's the elephant in the room. IAM brings up the point that maybe some folks are going to look at AT&T and say, you haven't done enough with DoD. You haven't done enough with C-band. You've already been given band 14. Is that the position we're thinking about here, EM?
You could even go as far as to say what they've done with FirstNet. I
It's
think
not even
AT&T
fully deployed.
That's what I'm saying. I think AT&T has fumbled FirstNet and they've gotten away with it.
I'm so sick of Oliver Twist. Please can I have some more? Whoever. I mean, like this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous, yo. Like you can be subpar, you can be crap, you can be trash, and in the interest of quote unquote competition, the FCC, the government, whoever, whatever entity you want to call it, like this is ridiculous. There's no incentive to be great at what you do. You can be mediocre and be given 50 megs of spectrum just because somebody feels sorry for you or because somebody has stock in the company. Like this is ridiculous, man. They didn't even fully build out the spectrum that they already have. Why do they need another 50 megs?
So let's do a round robin. Let's just go through the whole panel. In my opinion, this harms Verizon. This harms T-Mobile. If all the spectrum, all the bandwidth for free goes to AT&T and FirstNet, right? Let's not look past that. AT&T doesn't have to pay for this. Not only do they have exclusivity to this, it's a gift, right? So I think it harms those networks because they don't get involved. And then if we're going to look at it from that standpoint, well, what about the consumer? T priority. FirstNet network slice for T-Mobile. What about Verizon Frontline, who has probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 or even 5.5 million subscriptions through Frontline? And now AT&T is going to get the whole shebang. So I'll go ahead and start with EM. Then we'll go Zero Cool, Moose, B, and Max. Go ahead.
I'm really, really sick of this narrative that AT&T has done wonders with FirstNet. It's all redundant. There's all these different things. It's all separate RAN. AT&T has done the absolute bare minimum to get that 700 megahertz on air, and they've built the bare minimum to not get in trouble with the FCC. And then we're just going to hand them more spectrum. Like, and we all know AT&T. They're not going to densify to the point that's needed with this 4.9. They already lack macro density to begin with, especially in urban areas. Like, I'm sick of giving handouts to this company that clearly doesn't innovate. They don't do anything special. They never have. And that's my take. I don't want to rant.
Go ahead, Zero Cool.
Pretty much AT&T has built out the band 14, right? It's like 85. I remember reading like 85, 90% already. So that was over a 5-year build-out plan. Okay, we all remember that, right? So that's going to be their position on this 4.9 piece. So they're going to say, these are facts, right? So they built out the band 14. We need more capacity for 5G for the public safety, right? That's fine. And I remember texting you as well privately, Sneed, that this would go through, that this would be AT&T. Yeah. So I'm glad this happened. I'm right on their board with Moose because right after this stream, I'm going to try some 30-day trial of AT&T postpaid. And this probably will require, obviously, as AT&T fashion, upgrade on phones. But no, I think this is good. This is good for public safety. This will be a definite, instant boost in capacity for sure. As C-band was for Verizon, right? Yeah. So people are going to notice this on their phones. They're going to notice this on their speed test, right? So, no, this is good all around. So,
Moose, it's your time.
If you don't win the contract, you have no reason to fret. The government is entitled to the contracts. that they have signed. The latest contract was 2017. There was a renewal after the 5-year build, and there's more money. And best believe that when somebody gives you money, you're going to very quickly build this thing out. It's probably going to take somewhere between 6 to 9 billion to get it on all sites that have band 14 today.
Damn.
The existing sites. So guarantee that they're going to fulfill this contract. And when I say they, I'm talking about the government. They have to provide the means in order to supply this network for the public safety, for the first responders. So to me, it's not a, you know, oh, the handouts. It's more of the government chose a company to do this. They have to continuously support that company per the contract. That's literally why the contract is in place. Because if Verizon would have won this contract, nobody would be saying anything. But Verizon didn't win the contract. Even though there's supposedly people that are going to say that the contract was rigged and that there was a lot of politics in it. Guys, anything with the government is politics. And by the way, it's all a very public RFP process. Because guess what? All the companies bid at the same time, and everything was very transparent.
Moose,
So
can we
don't be
verify
telling.
something?
Go ahead.
Can we verify the date, like the year when that was signed, ratified, and agreed upon? The FirstNet AT&T piece.
2017, right?
2017.
That's right. Yeah, 2017, right?
It's 2024, gents. This is not me taking shots at anybody, but it's 2017. Are we really gonna kind of like go back and say AT&T shouldn't have got it? Like, I mean, what are we supposed to do now? Are we supposed to pretend like it didn't happen, or it shouldn't have happened? It did happen. You know, we're kind of playing it like reality here, right? Go ahead, Moose.
Again, it's going one of those things where it's the only thing you can say is that there still obviously needs to be more work done, right? But per the contract, they have 25 years with this contract. Okay.
And they
And
have
the
money
way,
for the core,
right. And
for
they
the 5G core. There's a lot going on there.
right. Last year we had that what article that came out that the 5G core was going to be enhanced in preparedness
20
for N14 at
$25
the
million
time.
was
Yeah,
allocated at the
significant
time.
amount of money.
Yeah.
Right, significant amount of money. So clearly, the government has to continuously support this contract, and they have chose AT&T to do it.